The NBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Kalshi. Make it real money predicting sports. Kalshi is available in a ton of states, and you get $10 free with promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, promo code SGPN. Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of the NBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. No me, no the voice of the guy. It's me, really real, villain real. Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service. All right. We are 1 minute and 57 seconds left of the third quarter at time of recording. Knicks are up 89-77. Brunson has some work to do for me as I have a Brunson over 28.5 points bet that is going on that is not looking good right now. He's got 19. We're going to need a big fourth quarter here. But the Knicks are winning. And I also hit my lock under in the Cleveland Cavaliers and that Toronto Raptors game. Came in at 220, had 224.5. Very good there. Way to get on the board for the week, finally, after a horrible first day here. And then we're still waiting on the Denver game. Got a prop going on there. Tim Hardaway Jr. Lonte is here with me on a Monday after Mania. Lonte, what's going on?
Yeah, man, doing good. Yeah, got a winner with Cleveland. So hopefully we get the rest of these going home with the nightcaps. But yeah, 3 games. Well, I would say 2 games to really discuss, and then the other one is what it is. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I think that my issue here is that one, I feel good about the Knicks. Cat looks decent. But lurking in the back of my mind as I watch this game, and I just can't help but not be excited that the Knicks look decent. But it's the fact that I've seen this all before, and I think that that it's only downhill from here. I mean, no matter what good is going to happen, is this ever going to lead to ultimately where I want it to be? I have no idea. And as I'm watching the game, 91-79, like they've got a firm control on this game. Mitchell Robinson, 13.6 for 6 from the field. And yet I don't feel good about it. Probably mainly because I'm still sweating out this Jalen Brunson prop Lonte. But as a fan, I'm not looking forward to what the Knicks have going on. And I probably won't ever look good or ever feel good about it, if I'm being honest, until, they hang a banner. All right, let's get into the 3 games. Before we do that, just got to make sure that I remind the people that the Hockey Gambling Podcast is going on. And along with us, they also do have hockey picks for the playoffs that is going on right now, Stanley Cup playoffs. Make sure you go check them out over there, Hockey Gambling Podcast, wherever you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify, wherever, it doesn't matter. Go check out the Hockey Gambling Podcast. All right. Who is first on the docket here? We have the Boston Celtics for game 2 against the Philadelphia 76ers. Celtics laying 13.5. 216.5 is the total. Joel Embiid still out with that appendectomy. Tyrese Maxey's available. Ron Harper Jr. for the Celtics is probable. I think the big thing and the big question mark here, Lonte, for this team is, this Sixers team, is the fact of where are the good players going to come from? I mean, because it's not like you can just go sign some guys off of the street to come play well for you. The Boston Celtics are getting good workload from, the guys deep down in that bench. Luka Garza is going out there and giving credible minutes at center for the Boston Celtics. And through one game, I can truly say if Tyrese Maxey doesn't carry this team, that the Philadelphia 76ers have nothing to offer at all whatsoever. And I can say that. I don't like Boston. Never do. Never been really the guy to bet Boston. But through one game, and blowouts happen in every single series. They're going to happen. It actually was pretty adamant that without Joel Embiid on the court, if Maxey doesn't have some type of 40-point game, I really don't think Philly is in this series at all.
Yeah, you pretty much summed it up. It's a tough series. They're fighting uphill. I mean, the game was over before it started. They got outscored in every quarter. They made 4 threes total in the game. They made 3 in the first half. So I mean, it's just simple math. They made 1 all of the second half. I mean, Boston made 16, I think. They both shot 90 shots, so the shot volume was there. It's just that a lot of Philly shots weren't going in. But I think the main thing that you hit on, which is what I completely agree with, and what this series is cemented on, if Tyrese Maxey is not averaging close, between 35 and 40 a night, and it has to be like an efficient 35 and 40. Like he was 8 of 20, but they got so much to throw at him and not be worried about anybody else. I mean, they can switch close to 4 guys on him at any given time, and then they're in help side, protecting the rim, not allowing him to get out and transition. Boston's been one of the better transition defenses in the league all year. So to not let him get downhill, forcing him to see a crowd and score within the half court, and that's where it kind of gets dark for him. So yeah, I don't think this is much of a series. I don't think this will be much of a game. I mean, Maxey just has to be a superhero, and while he is, I think he's really, really good. I mean, going against a Boston team, I mean, I don't know if he has enough. And even then, even if he scores 35 to 40, like that's just giving them a chance to win. It's not even. I don't even think they'll get close to winning if he's not like at a high level consistently throughout the game. Um, but yeah, I mean, Kata's played. You talked about Garza. Kata's played well. Hauser shooting the ball well as he typically always does in the playoffs. I don't think Jalen played particularly well, but or Derek White. And I mean, they were up by like 30 at one point. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think it's much to dissect here, to be honest. I mean, I think it's just Celtics. I would look at their team total over as well. 76ers really struggled to defend them. I mean, we talked about the threes. They made 16 of them, and they're going to keep getting them up as well. I think probably like 35 or 45% of their shots were from 3, which is typically what they do. 70 struggle from 3 defending, as we just saw in game 1. Yeah, I like the Celtics here, man. I'll lay the big number, but I'm more intrigued by their team total to go over, though.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about it, and that's the point that I'll make. It's even a better number than you even said, Lonte, pretty much, or maybe right spot on. 90 shots they put up, we know 45, half of 90, 44 of them were threes. It's ridiculous. Like 44 of their 90 shots were threes. They made 16 of them. And ultimately, that was the perimeter was where Philly could not gather their offense. 4 for 23 from 3 in that game. And then you go and you look at their points in the paint, and they scored 58 points in the paint. Like, and me, and I talk about Boston. I say, hey, how do you beat Boston? You got to keep attacking inside of the paint, keep getting those easy buckets and scoring, opening yourself up from 3 and being able to hit the 3 ball when it's there. And they couldn't hit the 3 ball because they don't have the players. They don't have the players. Their boss is not afraid. They're saying, all right, you'll get your few points in the paint, sure, but we're not going to come off this 3-point line, and we're not going to allow you to get yourselves into this game. And it was ugly all the way out. Just a bad start, bad all the way around. Wire to wire win by Boston too. For the people, that doesn't happen too often, but a wire to wire win all the way. They won every single quarter. Sometimes I can talk myself into hey, make adjustments, come back with a new mindset, they'll get it back after a blowout. I don't know with Philly right now, man. They're not playing defense at a high enough level, and I just don't think that they can score to keep up if Boston's going to be doing that majority of the nights in this series. Maybe they'll get a game where Boston is off, but I don't know if it's going to be game two at home. So 13 and a half is a ugly number with Boston, but after watching the Philly game and watching how Philly looked and watching Boston defend Maxi, I'm with you. Boston laying 13 and a half. All right. Let's see here. They said wire to wire for this game here. Free sauce in the chat is minus 130. Yeah, if you want to bet on them to do it again, sure. I don't know if I'm
30
making
is
the bet.
expensive though. That's when.
Yeah, I
That's
don't know if I'm gonna make the bet on them to do it again, but I do think that it's worth the look. 216 and a half is the total, Lonte.
Yeah, I'll be more inclined to go under with the Celtics team total over. I don't think the 76ers, we talked about Maxi, like outside of that, it's not going to be a ton there. I mean, VJ played okay, but again, I take that with a grain. I take all their like stuff with a grain of salt because they were down 30. So it's like, how much worse can you look when you're already down 30? And before you blink an eye, you're down like 20 almost. So
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to like really decipher kind of what they were doing because they were playing from behind. So it's just kind of they gotta play catch up. Um, but yeah, I mean they just don't have enough offense for me. I mean Maxi and PG accounted for 38 of their points. So yeah, I would probably go under. But like I said earlier, Celtics team to the over is what I like the most.
Yeah, the team total for the 76ers at 100 and a half. Can they get to 100? I don't know. I think they can. But it doesn't mean that they look good. And then just Boston has to continue to score. I don't know, Lonte. I think I'm going over, but I agree with you. 115 and a half, easy Boston team total over. I think that's the look that you got to make. Take the team total over on Boston and just say that they go out there, score, hit their threes again here at home. But that 100 and a half is tricky. Maybe Philly probably does still go under, but like it's a lot of threes and a lot of offense in the NBA. Kind of nervous about that one. All right. Let's see here. Player props. What you like?
Yeah, I made a mistake and said JB didn't play well. I mean, it was just Derek White. JB had an efficient game. Yeah, I'm looking for a Derek White bounce back. I'm looking for him to knock down some threes. He hadn't been shooting it well going into the playoffs, but I think he is going to show up here pretty big time. I think they'll probably play a little bit more zone, 76ers. I'm looking for Derek White. I'm going to ladder his threes up to probably about 5 and see if
Mm-hmm.
I can get some plus money on that. I also like Baylor Shireman off the bench, thinking that if it is a blowout, he'll get some quality minutes, even if it's not.
Wow, that's a deep pull.
Yeah, I mean he's getting some quality rotation minutes. He was getting some quality rotation minutes
Yeah.
when they were going. So, but if it is a blowout, he's just going to get even more. I think he played what 15 minutes in the last game. Let me make sure I'm correct with that. He played 15. Yeah, he played 15 minutes. 5 points, 2 of 5, 1 of 3 from three. So yeah, I mean the numbers won't be overwhelming. I think he'll get there. 15 minutes. I like my odds of that, especially with the like game flow that we're expecting from the Celtics. So he should see a lot
Mm-hmm.
more. He should see a lot more minutes.
All right, I'm gonna go with Maxi over 5.5 assists here. At the very least, the ball is always going to be in his hands. He had 8 assists in the 91 point effort that they just had. And I think that's probably the bottom floor of what the scoring is here in this series, 91. And so look at what he's done against the Celtics. He's been over this line in 8 straight games against the Celtics. You know, they struggle with defending him at times. The attention is always going to still be on him. So he's going to be looking to get the ball out of his hand. We'll see some them attempt to try to do some pick and roll here. And I think they really still do need to keep attacking the painted area. I know they don't have the personnel. It's a lot easier with Joe Embiid, but Bona is still willing to go to slash to the rim, and they're able to get out and get Maxi some looks and get the ball out to some shooters. So I'll go with Maxi to be able to get over his assist still, probably a different little angle, but like points and assists. If I were to get on Philly in any way, shape, or form, it's going to be taking Tyrese Maxey some way, some shape, some form, somehow. Uh, anything else that really, me with the Boston players, not really a fan.
Yeah, I would look at VJ RA. He had been averaging pretty. He had been averaging well over his number. It wasn't priced right in the playing game, um, and I thought that was mispriced. And as he's went down the stretch, obviously getting Paul George back, having to get back into the role that he was in coming into the season, he's still been rebounding the ball at a high clip, and also he's been handling the ball a little bit more. So I would look at RA for Tyrese. I mean, not Tyrese, for VJ. I'm sorry.
All right. Chat is talking about Derek White threes. You co-sign that. Uh, I can co-sign that as well. Had the bad game, probably have a good look from. They're going to get the ball to him and give him his attempts. So probably is a good person to look at threes today. Maybe a little step ladder there for Derek White. All right, let's see here. Before we get to the next game on the slate, got to talk to the people about Kalshi. Real money prediction market, legal in a ton of states. Make sure you go check out Kalshi and tap in with everything they have offer for trading. They have NBA, WNBA that's coming up soon. Shout out. Well, you can't really see it as a glare. Washington Mystics. Shout out to the Washington Mystics who, hey, they said we're gonna amass some picks here. We're gonna build a new team, and we're looking for the future. So hopefully, Mystics basketball is back one day. But you got options, MLB, all of that, all available for trade over there at Kalshi. Make sure you check them out. New Kalshi customers get $10 when they use that promo code SGPN. There's Kalshi, KALSHI, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Underdog. Pick higher or lower in your favorite player's fantasy stats and get over there and make a pick 'em entry over there in Underdog. 2-pick entries can pay 3.5 times your entry, and 3-pick entries now pay 6.5 times your entry. That is up from where they previously had it. Make sure you go check them out. We'll drop our Underdog lineup at the end of the show, but right now, Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5, get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up using that promo code NBASGPN. All right. Next game on the docket. Portland Trailblazers on the road, going to play the San Antonio Spurs. Spurs laying 11.5. 219.5 is the total. Spurs lead the series 1-0. Injury report. And you've got Jordan McLaughlin is the only person on the Spurs out, but nothing there. And I don't see. Let me look a little bit further to see if I see any Denny Abdia news or anything like that. I don't believe he is on the injury report. He is not. So somebody that going through some issues in that last game. He is not on the injury report. Expected to play. Expected to be a full go. What do you make of game one? What do you make? I mean, okay. Portland brought the game within 2 at one point. I understand it was a lot of Spurs. Portland brought the game within 2. And then at that point, Spurs kind of pulled away. Portland tried to hang around. And then at one point, it just seemed like Portland just said, all right, wave the right flag. They got it. They're going to win this. And it's one of those games that ends up 111-98 as the final score. But there was a moment that Portland showed us something that said, oh, okay, they can be competitive at different moments in this series. And I think it was literally when Avdia went out the game. And then that's when the Spurs started to go on that run. And at that point, it was just kind of gone. But Avdia had kind of helped bring them into that game. And I think they were like, when within 2 or even 1 or something like that. And he had went out the game shortly after that, and then the game kind of got out of hand. Can Portland be able to keep it close with adjustments in game 2?
Yeah, I think they can. To be honest, I gave Portland a little bit more chance than a lot of other people did. I mean, I thought they showed it outside of that fourth quarter. I mean, outside of that first quarter, where they kind of got down, and they started off the first quarter pretty good, and then they got down. Outside of that, I mean, they were just -4 in the game. You know what I mean? So they played them pretty even. They outscored them in the fourth. They were down only one in that second quarter. So like, it's just they have some things, but the issue that I thought would occur, which I mean, it wasn't a secret, is they don't have a lot of shot makers. Like they don't have a ton of shot makers. So your Denny Avdia is getting downhill and he's passing the ball to Tamani Kamara, who had been shooting the ball well, but I mean, he's not a shooter, so they don't respect him shooting, and his confidence wasn't there, and he was missing. And then Drew Holiday played well, but he's not a shooter. Like Scoot played well. I thought Scoot was really big for them starting off the game. He kind of veered off a little bit towards the end, but they just don't have any shot makers. Jeremy Grant wasn't good. Shaden Sharp is still. I mean, he helps with some athleticism on the wing as far as being able to create off the bounce, but he's still coming back. He's coming back from an injury. He hadn't played in a while, so that's the only issue. And because you can't just constantly attack the rim and Victor's there, you know what I mean? So and expect it to have a good result. And then what's happening is that they're going to the rim and either getting their shot altered, blocked, or they're like looking to pass out of it when they're in the air and it's a turnover and they're going the other way. So that's easy transition points. I think the Spurs had like 20 plus points off turnovers. So that's something big. They're going to have to play a little bit more in the half court. I thought they would sped up a little bit, and that's credit to the Spurs defense. But if they can sustain those long droughts where they don't have a lot of offense going, if they could just contain the Spurs, and they have to win the non-Victor minutes. That's a non-negotiable. They have to, when Victor's off the floor, you have to make sure that you have your best lineup out there to be able to sustain or not get into a deeper hole because of whenever he's on the bench. Obviously, things are drastically different for them. That's offense and defensively, mostly on the defensive end. But yeah, I think the Trailblazers can hang, man. I like them to stay within this number. I mean, they almost fell within this number. I think it fell 13, close 12.5. So I mean, they're getting a little bit of respect off the rip with the 1-point move. And I thought Victor was phenomenal, but I mean, it's if you were to tell me like you're on the Spurs, you would tell me the Spurs didn't play well. I would be like, yeah, you're probably right. Victor played well, but the rest of the Spurs I don't think played that well. But again, I'm more so on the Trailblazers side, so I'm going to take them plus 11.5.
That's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah, I know.
The rest of the Spurs did not play well. I lied. Outside of Devin Vassell,
Vassell played well. Yeah.
The rest of the Spurs did not play to the level that would take to be dominant in a series. And I think that's going to be the thing. And it's going to take, if it doesn't work this game, I'm afraid that I might jump ship. And then it hits when Portland is at home. But I'm afraid, I talked about these teams being green in the series and learning how to be like, play in a playoff series. Hey, you got to come out here. You got to come out with this intensity every single game, and you're playing the same team over and over. And this is the playoffs. This is not the regular season anymore. And Drew Holiday is this multi-time champion. I got to think that he's going to have a conversation with them. They're going to clean up some things defensively, try to find ways to slow down Victor Wembanyama as best they can, and make life hard for the rest of the players. I think this is a great game 2 under, where both of these two teams could have, well, one, we already don't think Portland's going to score the basketball, but I could definitely see the Spurs dropping in production, especially if Wemby doesn't have the 35-point burst that he did last game. If he's not as efficient, I think, especially if Devin Vassell is not as efficient in game 2 as well, like, or maybe Portland goes to this mindset of, okay, Wemby, you can go off, But we're going to make sure that we lock up Devin Vassell this time. We're going to make sure we make life hard on De'Aaron Fox. Stephon Castle is not going to get any room to breathe. We're going to be very, very suffocating on defense. Everybody else is not going to have the best of fun that you are having in the playoffs right now. And you're having a lot of fun. So I'm with you. Look at us agreeing again. I'm on Portland plus the points. This is not indicative of how I feel about the Spurs, and I think the Spurs are still going to win the game. But I think it's going to be a little bit closer. I think they're going to have to work for it. And we will see a different version of the Spurs that knows how to turn into clutch and win a game rather than just blowing a team out and knowing that they won the game as 5 minutes are left in the fourth quarter. It's going to be different when it's getting down to the last seconds and they pull that win out at home in the playoffs and go up 2-0 going on the road. So I like the Trailblazers plus the points. I could see this being a very, very much a closer game. And after free throws, the Spurs win by 7-8.
Okay.
Anything on the total, Lonte? Because I think I added in there that I am on the under. Game 2 under here.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna go with the Blazers, you're gonna have to go with the under. They're gonna have to jump the game up. Like I said, I thought they got sped up and played a little out of character. So if they if they cut those turnovers in half, and they're able to play a little bit more in the half court, maybe get Clingan involved. You might have to go double big and play Time Lord and Clingan at the same time. I mean, you're just gonna have to try a lot of different things to kind of take San Antonio out of their comfort level. So yeah, I would go under, taking this play more in the half court. So yeah, under, what was it, 219.5? Yeah, I'll take 219.5 under.
All right. This might be locked territory. I feel pretty good about this under and saying, one, I know for a fact Portland's not going to score the ball, but I could definitely see San Antonio coming back down to life a little bit and the realization that the playoffs are hard. Even year 1, 2, like even the teams that are blowing teams out, they feel like that they have to work to be able to go blow teams out. So San Antonio, keep it close. Maybe a 1-10. Somebody find out a price for that real quick. Might be a little interesting thing to look at here. All right. Let's see here. Next game on the slate. Oh, here we are. We've got Houston on the road going to play the Los Angeles Lakers. The Rockets are laying 4.5 here. 206.5 is the total. Kevin Durant out. That's the big one. Yeah. Is it questionable or is he out?
I think he's questionable. I think he's going to do what he did last time and go through. From what I read, this was earlier. I hadn't seen anything. If something's updated since like this afternoon, from what I read, he's going to go through shoot around, kind of like what he did in game 1, and see how his knees feel. That's the last thing I read this afternoon.
All right. I understand why the Rockets are laying this number, but what did we talk about with the Rockets all season? What have I said about the Rockets all season? You cannot lay points with the Rockets under any situation. Do not lay points with the Rockets. That is not a smart decision. The Lakers are up 1-0 in this series because you laid points with the Rockets and KD was out. Even with KD in the game, we knew that this was a bad decision. So I understand the thought that, hey, there's no Reeves, there's no Luka. LeBron can't do it all himself. Luke Kennard had this big, crazy, 24-point game. Everything just perfectly went right for the Lakers in that first game. So, of course, the Rockets come back in on the Rockets. Maybe the Rockets do win. Maybe they do. But has anything, and I understand it's the playoffs, so I will leave you with this. Has anything in the 82 game regular season, plus the one playoff game we've seen already, said that it's ever a good idea to lay points with the Rockets? Lonte, am I insane?
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. Even if KD's there, I can't do it. Like I can't do it because he's not 100%. That's obvious. And I was reading about what happened like leading up to it. Obviously, he took a knee to the he I think went knee on knee with somebody in practice, and then obviously when you're older and you've already had lower leg injuries, it doesn't take much to kind of throw you off your pivot. And I mean, he's not 100%, and he's not going to be 100%. So I like the Lakers, man. I honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I would probably make the Lakers like 2.5, to be honest. Like, what did you see with the Rockets that's gonna make you lay anything? Like, it's just not a good matchup for them with as currently constructed. Obviously, now, as
Mhm.
currently constructed without KD or with the less than 50% KD. Like, I really the Rockets they don't have any. You run into the same situation as we talked about with the Blazers. Where did they go for scoring? Sengun was like literally like Aiton outplayed him. Aiton made him look really bad. And then you got Reed who took, and Reed has to take those shots because he's the only person who can actually stretch the floor. Him and Jabari. But when you look at their defensive scheme, he's trying to like Ime's trying to hide him a little bit, but they're calling him in every pick and roll. The Lakers' offensive rating is off the charts whenever I said Austin. Whenever Reed is on the floor, so you got to kind of you're playing, like a chess match with this, and JJ's like finding him wherever he goes. And obviously, JJ's got a good experience from being and Reed's not a horrible defender. He's just not good enough to withstand some of the things that LeBron does as a ball handler. So, um, yeah, if you don't have the shooting, and I'm not expecting Kennard to shoot like that or play that well for 6-7 games, but I think he still obviously can knock down threes when the time is right. LeBron is going to be LeBron. He's going to slow the game down. He's playing more in that mid post area, and I think that's unlocking a lot of things around him. You got guys that dive into the basket, and they got confidence, man. Confidence is the wrong thing that you want at this time of the year, especially when the Rockets don't have their leader and they got a lean on the most. So I love the Lakers in the spot, man. Like I said, raw number. I got the Lakers one. I got the Lakers minus 1.89. That's just a raw number. I'm not saying it's right. Just saying that's what it is. So I love the Lakers.
The Rockets, as a favorite this season, are 30. Well, this season, regular season and postseason, are 30 and 43 against the spread. This is not nothing. This is not anything I want any parts to do with. They said Luke Kennard is on the scouting report. I'm not sure it matters. JJ is literally calling up plays for him. He's like diving into Dan Hurley's play calling bag and giving these plays to Luke Kennard. Like if Luke Kennard just hits the shot, he's always going to be in position. I don't know. Luke Kennard is probably somebody to look at during the prop section. 205.5 is total under.
100% under. That didn't even get close. That first game didn't even get close.
Yeah. I think it's about a lot of the same. I wouldn't be surprised. 99, 95, something like that. Like,
and the Lakers hit shots. Like the Lakers don't typically hit shots like that, and they typically go to the line a lot more. They didn't go to the line at all. They got out rebounded on the offensive end. I think 20-3, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think that's ever happened in a team lose. But yeah, yeah, under. Who's gonna make some shots?
Şengün didn't look the best. Like this Rockets team honestly hasn't been right ever since KD said all that stuff about everybody on the burners, and they got out. Like once he said all that, and he said Jabari Smith and all that other stuff about all those people on the burners, and it got out. This Rockets team, honestly, they weren't right before that, but it was horrible after that. So And that's why they don't even have home court in this series. And now they're down 1 games to none, and Kevin Durant didn't play, and there's no Luka, no Reeves. Like, there's nothing to be excited about with this Rockets team. This is just a walking dumpster fire. And honestly, I'm perfectly fine betting the Lakers this series. Hopefully, the Lakers win, and then it's just auto fade for the next 4 games against OKC as they probably get swept. Maybe win one. I'm glad we're both on the under. We agree there. Also considered in lock territory. Lakers also very much in lock and dog territory consideration here. Let's talk about player props. What do you got?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep going back to this, man. I'm going LeBron RA. Like I mean, he had what 10 assists in the first half. Like I think the way that he's playing in that mid post is just gonna be unreal. He's gonna dictate the game. He's gonna dictate the game. Um, and he's got the ball in his hands a lot more playmaking. So I'm going with LeBron RA. On the Rocket side, I'm expecting Sengun to bounce back, so I'm going PR for him over. I like Reed's threes over as well. I'm expecting the Rockets to play better. I just think that the Lakers will ultimately be a little bit better at home, especially if KD's out for the game.
Yeah. Um, well, LeBron assists for sure running that. Feel confident in that. Um, we talked about Luke Kennard, and maybe I gotta find a number on it, and it looks a lot better to me. But Luke Kennard is somebody that I'm just like, I was watching the game and I was watching JJ Redick like literally draw up plays, and some of the plays sometimes didn't work, but they were going to Luke Kennard. That's somebody he feels comfortable with. He draws up really good actions for, and so Luke Kennard maybe on the threes, maybe not, encompassing the points in this one, and maybe, and of course, maybe he doesn't have a big 24-point game, but Luke Kennard is somebody that I could see on the threes having another big game here for the Lakers. I'm sorry, I'm halfway. We got to get the show over with. I'm half. I've been side eyeing this game for the longest and just watching the Hawks make. Don't get me started on them. We're not talking about them today. All right, lock dog underdog. Oh, lock dog prop and then underdog. Lonte, kick us off. No, wait, don't do that, Lonte. Before we do that, gotta
Oh,
talk to the
one.
people about
Oh,
rhythm.
you back? What the heck? Oh shit! I'm just
No,
listening.
no, I trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. I've been watching it over here in the corner of my eye, and uh, it wasn't until the 101 100 that I visibly got upset. But CJ's got 32, and it's pretty annoying. Rhythm, check out Rhythm, your official data tool for dominating NBA, MLB, and golf. Oh, Jesus Christ. And also, hey, you can use Rhythm's models and let them help build you a model that can go out there and cash for you. You can use their models, or you could just build your own. Hey, offense, defense, tempo, fouls, all of that can play a part into what goes on here. And so lock in with Rhythm. Make sure you check them out. They have a whole bunch of winning picks. Again, that's not all the sports. WNBA is going to be up and active on Rhythm. Their WNBA props were really, really good last year. Uh, just know WNBA Gambling Podcast coming back. Make sure you pair that with Rhythm. Rhythm, go premium. Use that promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app and get 25% off your first month. Go over there, tap in with Rhythm. Use that promo code SGPN25. We're also brought to you by Novig. Go check them out. Number one in sports prediction market. Go check out Novig because you're getting the best prices on the market when you use Novig. Download the Novig app. Get $50 when you spend $5 when you use that promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. All right. Now let's do lot dog prop.
Yeah, for the lock, man. Yeah, I didn't want to lay that big number, but I thought that was it Sauce? I think it was Sauce in the chat. He gave me this. Give me plus 6.5, plus 103 Portland first half. I like that number a lot. They like I said, they played them after that first quarter. I mean, they played them pretty tight. They just can't score 18 points in that first quarter. If they get, if they lose that first quarter by 5 or 6 points, they're right there in it. So let's go with first half plus 6.5. That's plus money actually, plus 103 for the lock. For the dog, I mean, give me the Lakers plus 170. That's pretty easy. For the prop, give me Derek White. Actually, yeah, give me Derek White points over. What is he? What is this? 14 and a half. That's reduced at minus oh 05. There we go.
Oh man, I really hope somebody doesn't clip during that moment me hitting my Jalen Brunson prop because he hits a three that is probably not going to save the Knicks the game, but it hits my prop. Over 28 and a half. 29 points here by Brunson. Wow, Lonte, we was literally before we went on air. I said, man, I need 10 points from Brunson in the fourth. And sure enough, he got there. Didn't use the free throws as you said though. Like didn't get those. He's only got 7. 7 in the game. It's crazy. Gosh, I hate the Knicks. Lock. Let's go with Portland and San Antonio under 220 and a half. I know Portland's not going to score. And I think they're good enough defensively that they can hold San Antonio for the game. They got the big first home game, all that. Everything is going to be a good effort. Portland comes back better defensively. Game goes under. I'm not really worried. Dog. Do I want to get cute with anything else? Nah, just give me the Lakers plus 165. Rockets. I'm not sold on this Rockets thing. I'm not. And honestly, they'll mess around, play around with the Lakers, and go back to Houston down 2 games to 0. I don't think the Rockets are guaranteed to win this game at all. I would much rather have plus money on the Lakers than lay anything with the Rockets. So I'll take the Lakers plus 165. And for my prop, it's a very good question, actually. I mean, I do like the maxi play. Braun. I think I'll go. What's the number? What's the official number on Braun assist? Because if I like the Lakers, I gotta take something on LeBron and them going. It's at yeah, it's at 10. I definitely think he could have a triple double. So I'll go LeBron James over 9.5 assists minus 108. That'll be my prop. All right. Let's see here. What else? Yeah, what do you mean? Like we literally no, that's completely wrong. All right. What else, Lonte? Underdog.
Underdog Derek White threes. I like that.
Okay. I can get behind that.
What else did you say? I forgot who else you said you liked.
I like
Max.
Brian. Maxi assists, I could be talked into for sure.
Yeah, you said Maxi assist and Max. So that's Maxi in one game. That's um Derek White. That's one game. So I would look at LeBron RA. That's just me. But it's totally up to you. It doesn't really matter. I think you froze, bro. Uh-oh. Yeah, real froze. Um, I should get a still shot of this, but yeah, I would. I think we're gonna go Derek White higher threes, LeBron higher rebounds assists, and the third one I think he like Maxi assists. So let's go with Maxi assists, and that'll do it for us. We will be back tomorrow to discuss the games, and hopefully we can cash. We had a decent day yesterday. Got some stuff pending for tonight. So yeah. Oh, Rose back.
All right, I'm here. I'm here. That was crazy. All right, I'm back here. Okay, what did we back to
I
underdog?
just went with Maxi assist higher, LeBron rebounds assist higher, and Derek White higher threes.
Oh, Lonte, look at you taking taking more initiative with the underdog lineup again. That's a really good underdog lineup, Lonte.
So let's hope it hit.
Higher 2.5 threes, Derek White, Braun. I can get behind the RA as well. You almost had a triple double last time out. Okay, let's go into it. Tyrese Maxey higher, 5.5 assists. Derek White higher, 2.5 3-pointers made, and LeBron James higher, 15.5 rebounds and assists. Add that in underdog, shake it up, and you're gonna get 4.545x. But use your bonus, use the extender bonus, use the 30% bonus. I got a 30% bonus. That gets me to 5.48x over there at Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you tap in with them. NBA SGPN at underdogfantasy.com. Get that bonus. Use $5, get 50 in bonus funds over there at underdogfantasy.com. Again, promo code NBA SGPN. On say anything else for the people before we get up out of here?
That's about it, brother.
All right, with that, that is it. He's at XX Lonte XX on X. I'm at really real __. Make sure you give us a follow at SGPN NBA, youtube.com/NBA Gambling Podcast, and 5-star rating and review wherever you get your podcast. With that, that's it. Nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just kind of like this. We are